Jacob Haney is the Indiana State Motocross Championship champion. Jacob, how are you, buddy?
Doing good. How about you?
Move on up there. How old are you?
I just turned 16.
You just turned 16, and you are from where?
Valparaiso, Indiana.
From Valpo, and you were racing over the weekend where?
At a track called Wildcat Creek. It's by Lafayette, Indiana.
Wildcat Creek, and that is motocrossing. In what age group?
It's a class called Schoolboy 1. It's 12 to 16-year-olds.
Okay, 12 to 16-year-olds in Schoolboy 1.
Yep.
And you won that.
Yeah.
You also won another class. What was that?
It's a class called 125 BC.
What's that mean?
It's basically if you're on a 125, any age group.
Oh, any age group?
Yeah.
Up to adults?
Yep.
Okay, so on a 125. And so that is a, obviously, so you drive a 125 in the 125 BC. What kind of bike?
It's a YZ 125.
YZ 125. How long you had it?
I've had it about a year now.
Who works on it?
Me and my dad. Yeah.
And pretty much that's it? You don't have to take it anywhere? You guys figured all that stuff out by yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you know how to work on these things pretty good?
Yeah.
So how long you been racing?
I've been racing about 4 years now.
4 years? How'd you get started?
Well, I've always had dirt bikes, and then since I was like 5, and then I went to a track, and ever since then I just started racing.
One of our guys that calls here on a regular basis, MX, Perry Stabler, I think is his name. He used to be on the circuit and got national acclaim and so forth. He says the one thing that Northwest Indiana is lacking is a great track and getting more kids involved in motocross. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm not really sure. It seems like a lot of times people are traveling up to Michigan to ride, and if we could just get some better tracks out here, that would be good, I guess.
So, you know, it's a sport, right?
Yeah.
It's a sport.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like all into sports around here.
Yeah.
So, do you think that, you know, people would, what does it do for you, put it that way? I mean, why are you in it?
Basically, it's fun and trying to go pro at it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That or college? Which one?
Well, if I can make it pro, I'll go pro, but by that time, if it's not going to happen, I'm just going to college.
Really? Just kind of as a backup?
Yeah.
Purdue, maybe?
Yeah.
They got a track down there, right? So what the heck? So you got Wildcat Creek. We're talking to Jacob Haney. He won over the weekend the state championship motocross in 2 different categories. If you'd like to talk to him, 219-845-1100, 219-845-1100. Hey, Grandpa, how are you?
Doing good.
Turn your mic on, will you? Turn your mic on here.
I do that.
There you go.
That's technical work. I
can't do that stuff. No. Now, I think we have to have full disclosure over here. Grandpa is my uncle, so that makes Jacob my cousin's kid, so I'm going to call him my nephew. So there's definitely a personal involvement here. And I told Cousin Phyllis you guys were coming on, so she's taping it at home. Yeah, but anyways, you're not a motocross guy.
I am now. Actually, Jacob's been hot and heavy for me to buy a bike. It's a hot topic. It's not a popular topic at home, but he wants me to buy a bike just for riding around and a little exercise.
You mean like a street bike or a...
No, motocross bike.
A motocross bike?
Thinking about it.
How old are you?
61.
61? So you're going to start motocrossing at 61? Would that work for you, Jake, if he starts doing it?
Yeah, that would be fun.
I mean, you like hanging out with him. He's a pretty cool guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell you what, if he buys a motocross bike, I'll go motocrossing with you. And because it's in the blood, right?
Yeah.
Your cousins, Keith and Kevin Brown,
right,
were big motocross guys.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to them about it?
Yeah, I've talked to them about it. And then my other cousins, Carter and Landon, race motocross too.
Carter and Landon do?
Cindy's boys.
They also do?
Yeah.
How old is Carter?
He's 8, I think.
And he's racing motocross?
Yeah.
And Landon too?
Yep.
So you guys are, I mean, were they at Wildcat Creek?
No, they're still doing baseball also. So they had a baseball tournament, but they were at the county fair. Both of them were competing at the county fair in motocross over the weekend.
Oh, at Lake County Fair?
Yeah.
Are you going to be at Lake County Fair at all?
Yeah, I might next week. I didn't go this week. They're having it again next week.
They're having next weekend. They'll have some more competition.
Yeah, he had to prep for the weekend, and we didn't want him out on taking a chance of getting hurt at the fair. So,
you know, when Keith and Kevin Brown out of Lake Central area and St. John, they traveled all over the area and so forth. But I remember when they were first getting started, they lived in that area of St. John off of 93rd that is now quite developed. But back in the day, it wasn't developed at all, and they had all those dirt bikes. And I could tell you, going out there for, you know, oh, we got to go to Uncle Charlie's house. Sure, I'll go. Because first thing he'd do is he'd start one of those up, and I'd be gone for hours on those trails out there. And quite frankly, I miss that. That's a lot of fun. Now, you guys are on much more, you know, you're on tracks and so forth. But, you know, same idea, getting all that power under you and riding it around. I'll go with you.
Okay.
We'll probably both take a couple spills. Our wives will be upping our life insurance policies. Yeah. But, hey, it is what it is.